Hello, hello again. I am back. I have napped. It is 10 o'clock at night, and I have the urge to draw. So, that is what we're going to do. We're just going to hang out and draw, and half of you are probably asleep or almost asleep or on your way to sleep. But I'm kind of in the mood to draw. I'm favoring these later night streams, and it's not really late for me. I'm usually still up at this time. Technically, I would still be at work. It's only 9:43 over here on my side. So, I know a lot of people that do watch me. They're over on the East Coast somewhere. So, it's probably somewhere along the lines of midnight or so. Um, but if you're awake and you're coming to hang out, thanks and hello anyway. Uh, Not really too much going on. I'm just kind of uh just getting some ideas for stickers and stuff. I was going through my older sketchbook and I was kind of laughing. Not like in a mean way or anything, but I was looking through here and I was just like, the evolution of my character is crazy. um I was just kind of like flipping through my sketchbook. This was I think, yeah, this was the first one I did. So this one's the most complete. And I was flipping through it, and there are things that I like that I want to kind of keep as far as my art style. And then there's some things that I'm looking at that I know I could probably do better, or at least um, kind of change to the way I want it to be. I am learning to be a little bit more patient when it comes to like my sketches and stuff, and learning that erasing is okay and changing it is okay, and not having to go with the first thing that I put on the paper is okay. So I was just kind of flipping through here, and I was just kind of looking. I was like, he changed a lot. That's his grandpa, but he changed a lot. Um, the style, his hair, everything is changed. And let me actually change the chat. I now have the option to change the chat to subscribers only, and I tend to do that because I don't want any strange people coming in my chat putting weird things in there, especially this time of night. But it's he's changed quite a bit, and he keeps changing. I do like this outfit. I was flipping through and I said, this outfit is so simple, but it kind of works for him. Something about it, just some simple shorts and a shirt. Something about it just kind of works for him. And he actually has on a long sleeve shirt underneath. So I might try that a couple of times and see how it works. It just fits him. And then here he's also in the same, because I must have liked this idea. He's still in the same shirt and shorts and boots, but it looks like he has on like a jacket or something here. Um, so I might try that a couple of times to see if that's something that, I ultimately do want to stick with. I was looking at this little thumbnail here and I was like, oh, I need to make that into an actual image. That's actually really nice. It would be nice. And I was just kind of scrolling through, kind of seeing where my head was at when I was doodling in here. Um, I see that I was trying to draw like magic shop items, and I kind of want to revisit that because um, I kind of was, you could tell I was kind of just like mindlessly sketching, and I wasn't really paying attention to detail, nor do I think I was using a reference on any of this stuff. I do like the way that the candle turned out and the coins. The coins I'm definitely going to keep. I like that. Just looking for things that I want to keep like in the story. I do like the shop owner. I like the way he came out and his little helper. So I'll probably do a character sheet of him. And actually, I should be writing this stuff down. So I do like the shop owner. The shop owner is going to stay. Um, and helper. And then this little, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to call him the crystal turtle. He's going to stay. I'm going to do a revamping of him. The coins are going to stay. And I'm just kind of flipping through, seeing what I want to like redraw. I love this image. One of these days, I'm gonna actually put it over into Procreate and kind of redo it. I might just redraw it as a whole because he's missing his hair here, or rather, I guess I was trying to see what he looked like without it because it's not drawn there. She is another character. She's definitely staying. And I'm just kind of looking through and just seeing. I really like this here. He's a bit taller and a bit older here. And Bo actually has a tail. And she's a lot shorter and a lot smaller than him too. Right now, they're about the same height. She's still a little bit shorter than him, but she's not that much shorter. I think in my head, I was drawing him older, and Bo is also older, but she didn't grow much, is what I was probably thinking. Because he's definitely much older here. So, I'm thinking, in my mind, Bo is probably not growing that much. Here I did a little chibi version of him. So I was just looking through and looking at the different, how he changed. Because he's changed quite a bit. Here he is again without his hair. He looks kind of funny looking without the hair. I'm glad I added some hair. Those are just Pokemon sketches. Here is him with his family. That's him there, and his papa, his mom, and I guess that was his mom. I don't know. And that's grandpa. Just little different pictures. Some of these. This is one I did in gouache. This was the sketch I did. I did it here and then I did it in gouache. And this one's kind of funny. I still want to turn this one into a print. For some reason, this one's really funny. I want to draw Bo running in the background on that one. So yeah, so I was just flipping through, kind of seeing, and as I went along in this sketchbook, I noticed that I was paying attention more to certain things, and I have a lot of winter pictures I was drawing. It must have been winter time or something. And then I have like a bunch of thumbnails of ideas that I want to do. So here she's a little bit taller. He's kind of weird looking right here too. I think he's a little older, but I do like this picture. I like the barn. I like how the barn turned out. Maybe I'll turn that one into a print. It's kind of cute. And then we have Bo. I actually really want to turn this one into a print. She's apple picking here. And this sketchbook had more than just my personal characters in it. It had like a bunch of random stuff. Here's some fan art of Zelda and just some stuff that I was working on, but I want to kind of focus on my characters and my. Now, this, the potion shop, I did a bunch of different versions of this and just different things. I was just kind of just looking through it and seeing what I wanted to keep. This was a sticker sheet I wanted to create that I never did. Um, I kind of want to get around to that. And this I plan on sketching and turning into a keychain. I'm just going to take a picture of it and sketch it over on my iPad. I kind of want to turn this one into a sticker. I'm just going to take a picture and do it on my iPad. I have some Christmas ideas in here, so this was another character I was trying to create and figure out what I wanted to do with. I still want to keep him. I'm just not really sure. I haven't like put much work into him, so. And that was it. I didn't finish the sketchbook. I have like a couple of pages to go, but I was excited to start the next one, so I didn't finish it. But anyway, so I did sketch out. Well, first let me go back. Earlier stream, we sketched this one out together. I added some little pieces to the pie. I added a cat and I added some of the sprouts. I just need to line this and take a picture of it and then we can color it in my sketchbook. And then I started working on some stickers, which is what we're going to line today. Just something simple. I did a sprite sticker where we have a water sprite here, and he's Frankenstein. He has a Frankenstein costume. And then we have the earth sprite, and it has cat ears, so it's a cat. And then we have Miso here, and he is a pumpkin. So that is what I was sketching just before I started the stream. So I thought I would just come on and do some art. I always forget which one of these is the biggest one. I think, yeah. So 3 is pretty big. We can do 3, but I think I'm gonna start with 2, and then we'll let it get a little bit bigger. All right. So I'm going to line this, and then I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit, and I think I'm gonna do alcohol markers. This is gonna come out so much better on my tablet because I'll be able to make a perfect circle. I am not great at making a perfect circle in my sketchbook, so, or in general, really. So yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool to just come back on, come hang out, and really just hang out for the night. Nothing really going on, but I figured since I'm drawing anyway, sitting at my desk, then why not turn on the camera? Because I gotta get used to drawing in front of the camera anyway, which I think I'm okay with doing. It's the coloring my own stuff that I think I have issue with, but we did some of that today, and I'm so happy how it turned out. It turned out so good, and I can appreciate when something turns out really good that I was extremely nervous about. Because I was a bit nervous. I was like, oh, I don't know. The whole time I was like, I don't know. But it came out great. And I added some more of the Art paint pens to my Amazon wish list. So I am excited about that because, and then I found the colors that Brittany Daniels was talking about. She said there was a new pink and red set. I found that, so I added that to my wish list. And I was like, whew, I am going to be broke. It's gonna be a while because I have some birthdays coming up, my nephews. And then my nephews is in August. My mom, my best friend, and my other friend are all in September. So maybe in October I will treat myself to a set. So this is one sticker. So what I did was put a little border around the whole thing so that on my iPad this will be easier to kind of deal with. All I have to do is redraw it, like put the lines on there and then color it on my iPad. So that is those. I think those will be cute stickers. Or sticker, it's one sticker. And then we have Mr. Miso over here who decided to be a pumpkin. And I'm doing October things because I don't know if I do decide to use another company to do my stickers. I'm going to need ample time for them to deliver and get it ready and production and whatever else it is they feel like they're gonna need to do. So I'm getting them ready now, and I just need, so I'm gonna have the one print for now. I do want to do the sunflower print. I might redo it first, but I'm gonna have these two stickers, the sunflower, not the sunflower, the pie stand print, and the keychain. And so once they are available and they come to me and I check them, because I do check every single one when they get here before I put them in my shop. I have to kind of see what's good, and if it doesn't look good enough, it's either going back for them to fix. It's not going in my shop either way. So I'd like to make sure that you guys have good quality things when you buy from me. I don't want you guys just buying something and then it looks like total wreckage. So, because I've seen it. I've seen people just kind of, accept whatever the seller sends them and sometimes the seller, you know, they make mistakes, and they just kind of accept it, and I don't really want to do that. Something about this boot seems off, but we can always fix it in the iPad, so that's a good thing. Um, let's see if I can fix this one. It's always one boot. I always do that. One boot turns out strange and it's weird, and the other one kind of turns out okay. So, yeah, so once I inspect them and everything, then they will go up in my Bubble Studio store, not my Etsy store. They'll be in my Bubble Studio store. Um, that's where I put all my original character merchandise and everything. Oh no, look, I smeared it. Oh no, that's okay. We have white acrylic and all that fun stuff, so we can fix it. No worries. Um, these pins, they do dry, but not that fast. But it is a good thing that this is just a sketchbook and it's not a final thing. The final thing will be over on my iPad. But I do have like white acrylic and stuff to fix it. My white acrylic paint pen, which is floating around somewhere. And he's white anyway. So I can fix this fairly easy. I don't think this one is open. There's always one of these is open already. This one. So when stuff like this happens, you just kind of take some white, especially on the teeth. It'll be fine because, that part's gonna be white anyway. So I think this one is fairly dry, so I can probably erase the pencil line. Oh, I forgot the whiskers. I said he was a cat, and I sketched the whiskers, but I didn't. Now we gotta wait a little bit. So, so while we're waiting, we can go over some of the stuff that I use. So, because I'm like, totally transparent over here, I don't mind sharing supplies and things like that because why not? So, I'll start with, I'm just gonna empty out my pencil case. That way I can put everything back in. Let's start with this piece of trash. This is the Prismacolor Verithin. I got this when I went to Little Tokyo. Well, I went to California, but I stopped at Little Tokyo because that's where the bus kind of dropped me off down the street from there. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to stop by. So on my way back, I stopped and I got, but anyway, actually, no. This didn't come from the store in Little Tokyo. This one came from when I went to the mall with my niece and we went to Kino. Okay, so there's two Japanese bookstores. There's one in Little Tokyo and there's one in the mall. So I did go to both, but I got this one from the one in the mall. I have not used this pencil yet. And do you see it? Do you see it? It is so tiny. It is so small. The blue never worked. There is no blue lead in here, even though it's supposed to be trash. But I keep it in there because the red is nice sometimes. So fine. I guess it's okay. Um, I have this mechanical pencil that I've had legitimately since like the ninth grade. Um, I am well out of high school. I've had this since the ninth grade, but I use this for like like thicker line work, like when I'm doing bigger sketches on bigger paper. This is a zero point 0.9 lead, and you can see how big it is. It's just big for no reason, but I do like it. I've never really used the eraser. I'm never really one to use the eraser on lead pencils, so the eraser is barely touched. But I still have some zero point 0.9 lead lying around somewhere, but it sounds like I refilled it at some point. So that's in there. I don't use it that often, and I haven't used it in here, but I did use it a little bit in my last sketchbook because I actually prefer to sketch smaller. Um, with smaller lead now. I don't know if that's an age thing or what, but actually, hold on. I think I'm missing a pencil, and I think it's in my work backpack. Give me 1 second. Let me check. I hope it's in there and it didn't get lost. I found it. Spoiler alert, it was definitely in my work backpack, thankfully. Um, so these are the Pilot S3, and I also got these from the bookstore like maybe a good 5 or 6 years ago, so they're rather new. I have it in zero point 0.4 and zero point 0.3. Um, so these are just, basic lead pencils, I guess. And then this one is the Kuru Toga Uni pencil in 05. And this one, like, when you use it, it's supposed to, like, auto-rotate or something like that when you use it. I was going to say, I think I might have used all the lead, but nope. So in this one, well, let me go over the leads I use. So those are basically the pencils I use. I have two more, but these are the leads I use. So I have 04. I don't keep 03, because I do have a 03 pencil in here. I don't keep the 03 lead in my pencil case because it's so thin I don't want it to break. And I don't use this one that often. I usually use the 04. So I do keep the 04 lead in here, and it's also uni. This is the H. And then I have another Pilot S3 and 0.5. And in there I keep my mint blue, also uni. All of my lead is uni, by the way. This is the erasable color. So I have mint blue. And then in this is the Pilot Regrip or Rex Grip, I think it's called, or something like that. This pencil is really nice too. And I actually like the eraser in this one, so I'm slightly concerned. And I try not to use it, but I like the eraser in this one, and I'm concerned. I might need to get another one or find out if they have eraser refills. But anyway, and this one is where I keep my red. And I do sketch in blue and red quite often, so I go through these quite a bit. But also uni. And then just recently, which is what's in my my Kurutoga, I got when I went to California, they had smudge proof 4H lead, and I was like, yes please, let me try it. And I actually really like it, and it doesn't smudge that much, hardly at all actually. I'm not even gonna say that much, it doesn't smudge. It really is pretty smudge proof, and you get 40 pieces, which is, I think, enough to last me until the next time I hope I go to California and get some more. So those are the leads that I use, and I just keep them in a rubber band, and I put them in my pencil case, and I just rubber band them together like this because that kind of keeps them together in a sense. And I just put those in my pencil case as well. So another thing, one of my favorite things to use when I'm doing line work, I have, well, these aren't my favorite, but I do like to use them. These are the Sakura Pigma Micron pens. These are the plastic nib versions. And I have a black one. I don't know where it is. It might be in my journal case. But I also have a blue, like a wine color, and a pink. I just got the pink when I went to California, so this one's super new. I think they might have changed it, the way it kind of looks a little bit. Oh no, they didn't. I just got it in 05. This one isn't the plastic nib. I thought it was a little strange. Okay, this is the only 05 I have. The rest are plastic nibs. That's why it looks weird. Okay. Right on the barrel, it's telling me right in my face, and I'm like acting like I don't see it. Now my favorite things to line with is the Copic liners, the multi-liners. So I have some colored ones. I have this wine color, brown, cobalt, and sepia. And I have an extra brown in 03. This one is 05. So I have one in 03. And then I have a sepia in 05. This one is 03. I also have two grays. I have like a warm gray and a cool gray, but I don't like the way they, when I do my line work, they leave like these little, let me see if I can find the page. They leave like little, you can see where I stopped and started with the line work. So they leave little dots, and it's rather annoying, and I don't like it. So I don't line with those. I also have the full line of the Copic multi-liner SP. These are the refillable ones, but I only keep certain ones in my pencil case. So I keep the 1, the 0.1, the 0.2, the 0.3, and the 0.5 in my pencil case. I suck with the brush, so I don't use it. And I have a bunch of really, 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 really tiny ones also that I also don't trust myself with, because I can see myself just breaking them. But I have a separate pencil case where I keep like my extra, like here's those gray ones I was talking about. I don't really like the way these line. This is the cool gray in 05, and this is the warm gray in 05, and they just, I don't know if they're too juicy or what's going on, but they leave like little dots. Oh, I also have purple, but I don't know if this purple is running out or not. I'm gonna put it in my pencil case and we'll see next week. But see, I have like the really tiny ones, the 003. This is the 7, so that one's not too bad. I might actually move that to my case. But 0.003, 0.005, they're like super tiny. And then the brush, which is right here. And the brush, I just don't trust myself with. I'm not great with brush when it comes to lining. My hands are too shaky. And then I also have the Faber-Castell Pitt pens in different sizes, but I don't line with those really. I try to just keep my line work with Copic and the other one, the Pigma, and that's just a personal preference. I know people that can line with anything, but that's just a personal, personal preference. Um, I also, okay, I was a little bit concerned. I was looking for my other eraser, which I have not seen in decades, but I think I know where it is. Yeah, it's exactly where I thought it was. I don't know why it's in here. I need to put things back when I finish with them and stop giving myself a heart attack looking for things. Um, because all I'm doing is literally giving myself a heart attack when I can't find something. So, on the note of erasers, I have a couple that I like. So, my super all-time favorite is the Tombow Mono plastic eraser in black. Most of my erasers are black. Um, this one I've had for a while, and it's still kind of going strong. It's a bit dirty. Don't mind it. It's okay. It still erases. It erases just fine, I promise. Um, but I also have the Pentel. This one is still it still has the plastic around it, so I really don't know how short this one is. But this one is basically kind of the same thing as this. I think the Pentel is a little bit softer, but I think the Mono leaves less dust. So I use them both, whichever one I feel like reaching for. That's kind of what I grab. I also have the tiny ones, the Mono Zeros. I have it in the round one, the very, very tiny one. I think I have refills for it somewhere, but I should have got some when I was in California, but I wasn't using my head per usual, so it's okay. I didn't have a lot of money to spend when I was out there anyway, so, you know, artist struggles, colorist struggles. When you want everything, but you can't have everything. And then I also have the I don't know. I call it the rectangle one. I don't know what this one is actually called because I was so excited about the plastic. Getting it out of the plastic, I took it off, but I just call it the rectangle one. It looks like a rectangle. It's a nice thin one. I'm not sure what that was. I just knocked off my desk, but my desk is in the process of being cleaned at some point, and I say at some point very heavily because I keep saying it, but I haven't cleaned it. I mean, I keep cleaning it, but it's not staying clean, rather. I also have my, this is my kneaded eraser, and this thing is sticky, and I don't like messes, so I keep it in the plastic, but it's supposed to be kind of sticky because it's supposed to, like, pick up everything. You guys know what kneaded erasers are. So I have one of those. I don't keep this in my pencil case because I usually only use it for final pieces and stuff like that. So I keep it mainly. What is this? I don't know. Okay, I keep it mainly in my case where I keep all my pencil leads and stuff like that. And I have extra mono erasers. I have two of them. There's another one floating around in here. Here. So I have two. Can't run out of those because those are my favorite. Not that I'm going to be running out anytime soon. But I have those in there. And I have another mono eraser. I got this one from Daiso. This one's pretty cool too. This one's white though, but it's also pretty thin. So I like this one also. So this one hangs out in my pencil case as well. And then I just have like some random clips because sometimes my sketchbook wants to be a jerk and fly open when I'm doing stuff. So I keep clips in there. And another eraser that I have that is, I think I got it from Daiso also, is one of those like clicky eraser type of things. Um, it does its job, I guess. It's pretty cheap, but it does its job. So And then I keep a ruler also in there. This I also got from Daiso. It's just a hard plasticky ruler that's hard to break because it's been through all kinds of stuff. So, we should be dry here. And I'm going to grab, actually, let's do a test. Let's see. So, we're going to use the mono here, and we're going to use the Pentel on this one. So this is the Pentel, and I'm just going to go over it, and we'll see which one does kind of better erasing. And I sketched this in red, so we'll see which one cleans up most of the red. We'll give it a good scrubbing. And we did put that white acrylic down too by his tooth. So, all right, so that is the Pentel. So we got a good little amount of dust. Still some little pieces that's kind of straggling behind. All right, let's check the mono. So the mono feels a bit more crumbly, but it's taking less work to pick up the color. So this one cleans up easier, but it does leave, like, I really only needed to go over that once, but it did leave looks like more shavings. So I had it backwards. The mono leaves more shavings and it cleans up better, and the Pentel leaves less shavings and it cleans up a little less. Like, I can take my mono and come right over here and pick up whatever the Pentel didn't. So I would say the mono is probably the best one. And you can just take the shavings and dump them on the floor. That's usually what I do. I dump them on the floor. It's fine. It's fine. You can vacuum. Okay. So, I also have like water brushes, but I don't keep those in my pencil case because usually when I take my sketchbook out, I'm sketching. I'm not doing any water work, so that stays on my desk. I also, for my pencil case, I got it from Daiso. It's just the Sanrio plastic pencil case. I don't know. I always forget his name, but he's my favorite Sanrio character, even though I can't remember his name. I know it starts with a P. It's like, I want to say Pachaco or something like that. Pistachio or something. I don't know. But he's my favorite. And then I also like Cinnamon Roll. So I was like, oh, they're both on the same thing. How cute. So I was like, I'll take this one. It's adorable. So, all right, it's all erased here. Now, I think just I'm going to color this in marker. I know. I said that I was going to use the acrylic paint pens in here, and I probably should because I know I'm gonna like the way the acrylic paint pens look, but I don't have a lot of colors in the acrylic paint pens. So part of me is saying do this in marker because I have way more colors in marker than I do in the acrylic paint pens. We can probably do miso in acrylic because, I mean, he's just a pumpkin. We just need some oranges. We already established we had the brown for his boots because we did that sketch earlier. We did this one earlier, so we have the colors for his boots. Only thing is I don't really like the warm gray color for his shading. He's actually supposed to be shaded with, if we go here, he's supposed to be shaded with like a cool gray, a very light cool gray. So and my characters and everything is still in development, so I do a lot of flipping back and forth in my sketchbook because I'm trying to make sure I get the colors kind of the same throughout and testing and things like that. So here on this other one, because I didn't have a cool gray, now suddenly I can't find it. Okay. Because I didn't have a cool gray for the his shading that was light enough, I had to use the lightest gray I had, which was like a warm gray. it fit with this with this kind of, you know, the look and everything, but it's not quite his colors. And then we couldn't do his staff because I didn't have colors in acrylic for that. I can probably do it in gouache, which I'll probably end up doing. Um, but we can probably do at least the pumpkin. And then another thing I have, this is kind of a big area for the acrylic paint pen. So I can probably, um, firstly, let me actually, before I do anything, I need to take a picture of it on my iPad so that it's, I don't want to do it while it's colored. So I need to do that now. So let me just grab a photo of these really quick. Sorry, guys. Because I'm not going to want to redraw the whole thing over. All right, so we can do it in marker. We did have the colors for the sprites though, but the thing with that is I was like, do I want to change the colors because it's supposed to be kind of Halloween, so I might change the colors of the sprite. They still might have their same color glow, but I might change the colors because this one's supposed to be a cat. So this one might be like kind of a, maybe a purple color. It'll still have the green, you know. Oh, well, this one just has cat ears on. So this one can still be its regular colors, just with the cat ears. And then this one, we can do him green. Because you can tell he's Frankenstein with the screws and the thing here. So we can keep them their same colors, or we can go all Halloween like. Um, but I just, I don't need to really think too hard because this is just my sketchbook and it's going to be done on my tablet. But I do want it to look nice in my sketchbook. I still want my sketchbook to kind of look nice. This sketchbook, I want it to be kind of like a developmental thing where I go and practice colors and everything. So I do want to put some thought into it. I don't just want to throw colors out there. So, Halloween colors would be nice. It is a Halloween kind of sticker. So we can do like I said, he can be the same color because he just has on cat ears. So the cat ears can be black. But if we do him the same color, I'm gonna feel like I need to do him the same color. The Frankenstein one, I mean, we can do him a little bit green. He doesn't have to be like super green like Frankenstein is. He can still be kind of like, because he's the water sprite, so he's really supposed to be like a teal blue, but we can green him up a bit. It's Halloween, so we can give him like pond green and do like maybe some green shading. I feel like that green is going to be too dark. We can do like, if we're going to do green, we can do probably this glass green and then do ocean green. But see, if I use my alcohol markers, here's the thing. My alcohol markers give this kind of blended look. So as you can see here, the look I'm going for is more so on the cell shaded side, like you see here with the carrot and the shovel. Um, that's kind of the style I'm going for when it comes to this. Even here, you can see he's cell shaded a bit, just a bit. It's not perfect, but like the rocks and everything, this is what we did earlier. So that's kind of the style I'm going for. I fear though, because of the paint pens and the way they are, like this is going to be a very big area. So I can use my gouache. That is a lot to pull out right now. So I think, let me see something. Is the dog behind me? No. Okay. Because I do have acrylic paint also. And that's also pretty easy to work with. It's also messy. And it's also a whole cleanup session that I really don't want to go through because I do have to get up in the morning and go to work. Well, not in the morning, but you know, I do have to go to work. But I do have my gouache, and I haven't used my gouache in the sketchbook yet. And I think this is a nice orange, and I don't even have to do anything. I can just, you know, put the orange. I'll probably have to darken it a little bit for the shading, but that's a nice base color orange. We got some raw sienna for the boots. We even have some burnt sienna we can use for the shading. And I think with gouache, you're supposed to put the darker color down first. I think. I have to rewatch all of my gouache videos because the knowledge escapes me. But then I have like some Target brand acrylic. Now this isn't gouache. This is just like acrylic. I don't really see any colors that we can use here. This is a nice green. This would be a nice green for like if I was using green for something. I mean, we can do green for the stem instead of brown because his boots is already brown. So I feel like a green stem would be nice. Do I have green in like my acrylic though? Because that would just be a waste. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice green, and then we can use, this is about the same color. This deep green is about the same color as this leafy green, roughly. And we have, this is a nice orange too. Which orange? This one is lighter. So I can use this orange. This is just acrylic. I can use this orange for the base and maybe this one. Let me take this out really quick and let me just put them next to each other. So this one is slightly darker. So I can use this as a base and then mix this maybe with a little bit red or a little bit of brown. I think I can manage that. But this is just regular acrylic. So I mean, I can always mix this one with white and not have to pull out that whole bin of Target acrylic, because they're like the big kind of tubes. But it's the cheap stuff, which I really don't mind using. And then I have some glitter here, which would be kind of cool to add to something. Maybe once we do these guys, I can put some clear hollow glitter on them. I don't know. I just want to have fun in my sketchbook. And I also have, ooh, or we can do like a purple. If I color him purple, I can put this purple kind of glitter stuff over the top of him. And then I wish I had, I don't have a green glitter, I don't think. That would be nice for, I have like a metallic green, but that's it. I don't have like a green glitter because that would be kind of cool to put over the Frankenstein one. And then they both can be kind of like glittery. That would be kind of nice. So let's see. Okay, back on track. So for the pumpkin, now, I wonder if, because, let's see. I do have my gouache. It is right here. We can at least do the pumpkin. Or, I mean, I can chance it and try to do, because I'm not that accurate with a paintbrush, so I feel more comfortable with the paint pens. And it is just a sketchbook, so if it is a little patchy, that's okay. But let's see what oranges we have in the paint pens, though. So we have This one here is a nice orange. I like this golden poppy color. And I see we can do some different shades. So let's, I mean, I don't even know why I guessed, second guessed and second asked and second tried to figure all that out. That was like a mini waste of time. Sorry about that. But, you know, again, that's kind of why we're here. We're here to figure things out. So, if you're still here, thank you for sticking around, hanging out, figuring things out with me. My streams are always all over the place, but they're usually pretty fun anyway. It's a good place to come hang out if you just want to hang out. So let's do the little part on top of his head. I feel comfortable doing that. So I'm gonna grab Golden Poppy, which is part of the yellows set. What is it? The yellows and oranges or something. So I think it's just called the yellow set. But anyway, it's number 6. And let me just grab, if I have, I need a, what do you call those things? Like a little, I thought I had some index cards over here that I could just grab. I did, I just don't know where they are. I see a few that I've already used, but I know I had some that were just kind of already just kind of there for me to grab and use, but I don't know what I did with them. Oh, is this them here? Yeah, okay. So this is going to be my little swatch thing here. All right, that's a good start. And then, so we're just gonna color our little pumpkin guy. Again, I'm going to, and this time, and I probably should have did the line work after. But that's okay. We can be meticulous. Anything that gets covered, we can always put the line work back in. But I have way better control with these paint pens than I do with a paintbrush. They don't make me as nervous. So his hair is right there. That doesn't make any kind of sense, but it is there. I didn't want to leave his hair out. So it's kind of coming out of the hat a little bit. It's okay. Maybe they cut a hole in it for him so he can have his hair stick out. So we'll let that dry, and I'm gonna work on this little piece here. And I'm just gonna do these piece by piece. And then I'll do one on this side, so that one has time to dry. And then I won't do anything else on this side because I don't want to stick my hand in it like I did in the last sketch, which, by the way, was not fun. I stuck my whole hand in some green, so my whole hand was green. I do have the greens here, by the way, so I'm just gonna grab like the brightest green I can. What is this? Winter melon. We're gonna grab winter melon. That is number 15, and it's just a bright green. It's For when I use the paint pens, I put down my brightest color and then I add in my shading. So this is like almost like a neon highlighter green, but this is just the base color, so it's okay. It might dry a little bit darker than this. Okay. Now I think, what color did I use for his nose? I probably should have wrote it down because I did not. But his nose is almost like it's not really a pink, it's like a beigey color. I want to say I guess I'll use this peach puff. This is 21 in the pastel set. I don't know if that's the actual color I used. 7 is sitting here on top. What is 7? I might have used whatever this is. 7 is... What set is this from? It's from the Earth Tone set. It's right in front of your face, Jazz. Oh no, this is number 1. Okay. Yeah, I think I used this color. But I think I'm going to use the peach puff color. It's 21 in the pastel set. Yeah, so I'm not going to be on long. Just wanted to pop in, do some coloring. I guess we'll color miso together and then I'll hop off. Only thing about the paint pens is the constant shaking of the pens. I do store them horizontally like they tell you to, but you still gotta shake. And if anybody has a secret trick to this, to getting them to shake and work faster without breaking your arm, let me know. All right. Trying to activate this one. It seems a little bit crusty. It doesn't seem to want to cooperate. You can hear it kind of crackling, and that's just me trying to get the pen to work. The nib, it seems a bit crustified. This might be the first one that's going out on me. Well, it's not going out. I think it's just the nib. Because the paint is fine. I can see the paint in there. It's moving. I think it's the nib itself. So I might have to replace it. So I'll leave that out. I'm not going to sit and struggle with it. With you guys sitting here waiting on me. So we'll just use this other color. Alright, let's do some more of the pumpkin. I think this is dry. Yeah. I'm just scared to stick my hand in it like I did earlier. And I can already see like some spaces I missed, because I didn't want to get too close to the line work, but That's why I like the markers, because you can just go right in and fill whatever you didn't get to. I fear for my markers. I don't know how long they're gonna last if I'm going to be using them so much in my sketchbook. But I'm also happy because they are getting used and they aren't just sitting here. So I'm gonna have to get a bunch of, like, I hate to say cheap, I guess budget friendly markers, acrylic markers, for my, I mean, because when I do final pieces, I'm probably gonna want to do gouache anyway. So I think these are okay for my sketchbook. They're a bit pricey, but I don't draw on a bigger scale in my sketchbook anyway, so I think it's fine. When I draw in my sketchbook, it's normally pretty small, so we should be alright. I do want to get some of the medium nibs though, because this is tedious with these extra fine nibs in these bigger areas, especially if it's just one solid color in a bigger area. It's like, bro, can you move a little bit faster? But at the same time, I don't want to mess up the nib. I think this was a good color choice as far as orange goes. Okay. Oh boy, I have work tomorrow. I'm kind of like, don't really feel like going. Obviously, I have to go, but it's just like today went by so fast, and I feel like I just like recharged, and then I'm gonna go run myself empty tomorrow. But and Mondays are typically like really busy. Um, so, but hopefully it won't be too busy, because really honestly, where are you guys going? It's too hot. Please stop traveling. Please stop. You're killing us all. It's way too hot for you to be going anywhere. All right. Pumpkin's done. Now, um since it's a sticker, I don't know if I'm going to do that much shading because it's a sticker. I'll probably just do like a little bit, and since I'm cell shading anyway, it's like, the normal. So I'm gonna just do his boots. I'm gonna grab this. I did caramel last time, but I think I'm gonna lighten them a little bit. So I'm gonna grab 14 from the yellow set, and that is camel. This one didn't take long. I must have used this color earlier for something. Okay. So these are for the boots, because these boots are made for walking. And this boot over here looks like it's been through hard times, but it's okay. It didn't want to work for us, but that's why we took a picture of it, because I can always fix it in Procreate. I actually want to start back using Clip Studio Paint. I think I like the brushes in there better. And though Procreate is easier to use, I think, on my iPad, I feel like I like Clip Studio Paint better. But I don't know. I've not used either one of them long enough to even make that decision, so Not sure yet. I think I only used Clip Studio Paint for like a couple months. So we'll see. And they have like a monthly subscription, so I might try it for a month again just to see. Okay, Miso is adorable. He's adorable in his little pumpkin costume. I feel like we should put Bo in a costume, but I don't know what to put her in. I mean, we have the pumpkin, we have a cat, we have Frankenstein. Um, I'll have to like research some other Halloween costumes. Maybe we can put her in a witch costume. Maybe. But I feel like the pumpkin costume definitely suited Miso, so that's what I put him in. For shading, I have half mine to wait. I'm really trying to like fix this this tooth or whatever this is we got going on over here. But I think, I don't know if I'm making it worse. I can do the whole mouth in white so it can all be the same color. I'm just trying to fix it. I don't even know why it did what it did like that. It's like the color is dragging, but it's supposed to be waterproof. So I'm not sure what happened. But there we go. Easy fix. Took a couple layers, but easy fix. For his shading, like I said, I don't have the colors, but he is just white, so I might not even do any shading. I think this would be a very cute sticker to stick on like a water bottle or something. I might actually do this one and make it vinyl, so I might send this one out to be produced because this one's kind of cute. I want to do another one of Bo, and maybe we'll make her a witch. I think that would be adorable. I don't really know though, like I do want it about the same size. So this one looks like it's about what, 2 or 3 inches? This one's about 3 inches. And so when I order this sticker, I know that I'm gonna want it 3 inches roughly. So I'm just going to kind of put because I'm probably gonna sketch Bo when I'm at work. So I know not to go past 3 inches. So that's about 3 inches there. So I'll just put like a little 3-inch little marker thing here. So I know when I do her sticker over here on the side. Oh, you guys can't even really see. Give me a sec, I'll show you. I probably could have moved it over a little bit, but it's fine where it is. I just did a little 3-inch line there, so when I go to make her sticker, I know try not to go any bigger than that, because I do want them the same size. I think though, I think the company will do it for me. Like if I just send them the image and tell them the size I want, I think they will do the size for me. But just in case they don't, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm doing the size that I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm glad I did that in acrylic paint pen and not alcohol markers. But all right, I'm gonna head out of here. Here's what we did. Here's a close-up. and I'm just going to chill for the rest of the night. Um, I'll try to work on a bow sticker, and then also I'm going to do the line work for this, and then take a photo of it, and then maybe we can color this one together on another day. I'm not sure what day, but I have a bunch of stuff in here I need to line, and we can color and not be so scared. We did this one earlier. Well, I did some of it on my own, but um, just was kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. This page I cannot wait to do, but I'm scared, so it's gonna stay like that until I'm not scared. But I have to line work some things in here and erase some of the pencil work so we can get some of this stuff colored in. And this page just was abandoned, but that's okay. Uh, so yeah, this one is a work in progress. We're gonna leave it probably like that. I have other things that I need to work on. So just some things that we can just color in here, and I'm just kind of working on other stuff at the same time. So with that being said, I'm gonna head out of here. I appreciate everyone coming to hang out to my late night stream because it is pretty late and it's getting pretty late. So thanks for coming to hang out with me. I appreciate all of you. And I will see ya on Wednesday because you probably won't hear from me until then because I have work Monday and Tuesday. So I will see you then, and we'll do some um, color palette stuff on Wednesday. All right, guys. See ya. Bye. Have a good night.